Hey, my name's Tom, and about half a year ago, I quit my job back home in Germany. I left everything I had behind to go on a 5-month adventure across 7 countries, and this is my story. Previously, I checked out Bangkok for a few days. I started my 4-day stay with a bike tour around the back streets of Thailand's capital that gave lots of interesting insights into the daily life of the Thai people. Before walking down the Dubai memory lane by checking out Icon Siam Mall, which in its size felt quite like the Dubai Mall. Sure, I also had to check out famous landmarks like Wat Arun Temple, and of course the infamous Khao San Road at night. I kept on exploring the city by visiting the Grand Palace, the former residency of the Thai king, and the temple of the reclining Buddha as well. I also visited Wat Saket on my last day, before headed south to Koh Tao. Just before leaving Bangkok, I gave Bangkok's Chinatown a short visit and then left for the Bangkok main train station to catch a 9-hour sleeper train south to Chumpon. You can also take the bus to Chumpon, but I felt very drawn towards a real bed rather than a less comfy bus seat. Once arrived in Chumpon, I took a 2-hour ferry over to Koh Tao, where I met up with Hamish and also made friends with Reno, who was with me on the ferry. Together we booked in for a snorkeling tour.
This is what they said. It's the biggest boat because this is like for the cheapskates. It could be worse. Level 1 to 10. How excited are you?
Good 9, I'd say.
Good 9.
Yeah, as soon as we started from port, it'll go up to 10. Yeah.
It is a really nice beach.
It is really nice.
Just a really good layout for my own private island. Yeah, I imagine maybe something like this to be my future summer vacay.
On our first stop, we wanted to check out one of Tao's most famous viewpoints, but ended up in a tourist traffic jam.
So we actually went down again because there was such a queue that we just didn't bother waiting, and probably we were just going to try to get to the lookout point a little later when there's not too many people trying it. Because yeah, there was no movement, it was a real traffic jam kinda. So yeah, we just went down again and probably gonna do some snorkeling now, just enjoying the sun and the beach and the water, and then see whether we can make the lookout point happen later. Oh, let's go for the first little snorkel adventure on our snorkeling tour. Probably we find something. It looks really nice from the outside, but no idea whether there's actually fish around here.
Despite the beach looking as picturesque as you could ever imagine, there wasn't much to see underwater, so we didn't bother when we were called in to sail to the next spot. And the next one had it all. Crystal clear water, colorful fish, and even some black-tip reef sharks. The snorkel tour was absolutely worth the money, as we sailed to some 4 different snorkeling spots, all offering different wildlife, even turtles, which I sadly missed to film. It was also a great start to some lovely days on this little paradise of an island. I totally fell in love with Koh Tao, being less mass touristy compared to Koh Samui and Koh Phangan, but more laid back and, I want to say, authentic. It offers everything from great viewpoints to watch the sunset, to a bar in a 3-story treehouse, and amazing snorkeling spots like Tanoti Bay. I enjoyed it so much, in fact, I filmed hardly anything, but just indulged in the great company I had and the thought that I had 6 more weeks of this to come.
Welcome to Koh Phangan. Yeah, it's actually the day of the full moon party. So this is why I took the ferry over from Koh Tao to Koh Phangan. It's full moon party tonight, and I just fell victim for peer pressure. I didn't really want to go to the full moon party. I feel like it's way too much for me. But then some of the people that I met in Koh Tao, they said they're all gonna go. So yeah, I had to go. So how was Koh Tao? Koh Tao is such a nice place. Indeed, is so nice that I think I'll probably go back. Maybe I just skip some of the other islands, because all what I hear is that Koh Tao is just the best one. And Koh Phangan, I'm sure, is great too. I'll do the full moon party and I'll have another night here, so I'll see what this will be like. But yeah, I so loved Koh Tao. And now I'm gonna meet up with Hamish. He's at some beach and we're just gonna chill out for a bit, and then I actually take a nap, I guess. Just to be fit for the full moon party, because it's gonna be mayhem. It's gonna be 20,000 people, lots of paint, lots of alcohol, and I guess all sorts of other drugs, whatever. Yeah, I'll try to enjoy it, even though I'm very much not a party person, or not to this extent. But yeah, it's a once in a lifetime thing probably. I'm here now, so I just have to do it. It's full moon, so yeah, I'll just go. But before that, yeah, I think I'll head to the beach and enjoy a bit of the roads on Koh Phangan, and also enjoy a bit of the beaches of Koh Phangan. And yeah, after this, I guess it's time for pre-game for the full moon party.
I scooted around Koh Phangan for a while before getting back to the hostel to prepare for the full moon party, which meant getting a whole lot of paint on me and then pre-gaming with the bunch of people I met on Koh Tao, who all came to Koh Phangan for the party. Hanging on to a taxi to get to the party beach set the tone for the evening. We danced until the sun came up and also did a little sunrise swim. Before leaving like we got there, hanging onto a cab all the way to the hostel. After some hours of sleep, it was exploration time again. So slightly hungover, Hamish, Reno and I hopped on some scooters to drive to yet another viewpoint.
How are we liking the exercise?
So good. So far, so good.
Yeah. This is good. Dude. How do you like this one? Oh, and I didn't bring the camera, like, could have been so cool. This view is freaking insane, and I guess I have to bring the drone up. However, it's super windy, so it's gonna be a bit of a close call again. Also, I don't have much battery left on the drone. But yes, I guess I have to try it, and let's get the drone up. Enjoying it?
Yeah, so comfy. Just gonna sleep here tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I don't need a hostel. That's what I did. If I'd known this was here, I wouldn't have booked a hostel. I
Yeah.
would have just slept here every night.
After 2 days on Koh Phangan, Hamish and I took a ferry to get to Surat Thani. From there, we hopped on a bus that brought us to Ao Nang. Rainy season was catching up with us, but we still had lots of plans for our days here, starting off with the famous Railay Beach.
Do you have your bag?
I have my bag. Sweet ass, made it. So welcome to Ao Nang, or actually Railay Beach, which is one of the probably most famous and common beaches in all of Thailand. And you can see why. It's freaking beautiful, even though the weather isn't that good. And then when we got here, because it was so late, because it was raining all day, we wanted to get up to a viewpoint, which apparently is this over there, this mountain. But we didn't get it done because we all only brought slides, which are not the best to do a proper climb or a hike. But then it got super muddy, and yeah, we tried to get our way up, but at some point it just got really dangerous to actually try to climb up this thing. So we chickened out, most of us, only Hamish. He is a daredevil, so he went to the top, and we just got back down and we're just enjoying the beach. But we need to get one of those longtail boats back now. It's 6 o'clock, and this is actually one of the last boats that leaves. There's some later boats, but they're more expensive. So yeah, this was a really short visit to Railay Beach, but then there's plenty of other beaches. I have 2 more nights here in Ao Nang, so I might just check out Railay Beach on another day, maybe tomorrow when the weather is better. But yeah, I think let's just call it quits for today, and then do something else tomorrow.
The next day I used to check out the Emerald Pool, which was about a 90-minute scooter ride from the hostel.
Emerald Pool was pretty cool. Super clear water, that was really nice. You could dive with your eyes open, see everything, that was nice. The only thing, of course, crazy touristy. And now I'm on the way on this little rocky thing, on this path. I'm on my way to Blue Pool, which apparently is blue, I think.
While the Blue Pool was super nice to look at, I only had a few minutes to check it out before having to leave as the national park gates were closing soon.
I just realized that walking through the jungle on my own, it felt like kind of weird to do it. And then I just remembered that probably the first 4 or 6 weeks of my trip, well, 4 weeks mostly, were nothing else. I was just walking through forests or on mountains on my own. But since Asia, really, the trip has changed so much, and like I met so many more people. Yeah, I just forgot about that. The first weeks of my trip were nothing else but this, just me walking.
I raced my little scooter back to grab some dinner and a last night out with the hostel crew.
Alright, so it's my last full day in Krabi, and I'm on my own today, and I thought I was just gonna do a day trip and then go to the Tiger Cave Temple, which is, well, a temple on a hill, but then there's on the ground level there's a cave called Tiger Cave. But it's about an hour's scoot, but I'm really looking forward to it. Hamish left this morning to Koh Phangan National Park, which I will do in a couple of days. But yeah, I'm doing Koh Lanta first, meet up with someone I met in Vietnam, and then fly all the way up to Chiang Mai once I've done Khao Sok, and then meet up with Hamish again, so we do a bit of the north together. Yeah, so that's the plan for today, and now it's just about finding a place where I can rent a scooter.
Only one day, right?
Yeah, only one day. Welcome to Wat Tam Suai. I'm probably butchering the name, or otherwise it's the Tiger Cave Temple. Well, the actual Tiger Cave Temple is up there, and here on ground level there is a cave. So this temple sits 1,260 stairs up the ground level, so it's gonna be a bit of a march up, but looking forward to do a bit of exercise again. 1,260 stairs. I think this is the way. Also, there's plenty of monkeys around, but there's also signs that you're not supposed to feed them, of course.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Alright, probably done only a third or so, and I can feel how days of drinking and train smoking take the toll on me. Would have been a much easier way. I was still in the shape I was in New Zealand, but yeah, I guess you just have to decide: socialize and party and then be horrible on stairs, or do only stairs and no party. And it keeps on going. It's gonna be a really sweaty one today. Okay, this is full on insanity. So people keep telling me that it's close. Every time I manage another set of stairs, there's a new one coming up. Views are pretty good already, but I'm sweating so much. I think the only time I did sweat so much was actually on the way up from Kalinking Beach to the Viewpoint. It's insane. Oh yeah. as soon as I'm back home, I need to start the running again. Just get fit, because this is showing me where my level is right now, and it's pathetic though.
The climb up to the temple absolutely shattered me. However, the views were a very appropriate reward.
I'm back in Ao Nang, actually back at Riley Beach, and I managed to do the same mistake twice, because again I'm actually way too late to really be able to enjoy Riley Beach. Still I have like 90 minutes, a bit less, trying to get up to the viewpoint. This time, learn from my mistakes on that side at least. This time I brought proper hiking shoes. Alright, so this is it. Back at the way to the viewpoint again. Hiking shoes on. And then let's go, 80 minutes left. All right, so I'm not sure whether this is the viewpoint that they meant, but it is pretty insane. So look at this. Of course, camera is not able to pick it up, pick all the colors up, but freaking hell, this looks good.
Ever since I got to Koh Tao, every day had been a blast. I got to meet so many amazing people, made so many good memories, but also overstepped myself slightly with so many impressions and activities during the day, and also being out almost every night. So I was quite looking forward to some quieter days on Koh Lanta and swapping the party hostels for a single hotel room.
Alright, so I'm on Koh Lanta now. But I had to stop here because look at this. This is so freaking cool. Go back home.